West Irving Park in Chicago. And away we go. Welcome to Haggerty Dodge, 3300 West Irving Park, Chicago's dynamic new dealer in car sales, serving all Chicagoland from its newly remodeled facilities, now presenting the best deals in new and used cars. Haggerty Dodge is a great success story, becoming America's #1 Dodge dealer in 1988, its first year in business, through the enterprising efforts of owner Bill Haggerty by consistently giving the best deal at the lowest price and following up each sale with award-winning service in their state-of-the-art facilities staffed by dedicated professionals with pride in a job well done. Haggerty Dodge became America's #1 Dodge dealer by making customer satisfaction job #1, giving the best deal and providing the best service. Haggerty Dodge, 3300 West Irving Park, earning the customer's trust every day, taking great pride in their vast selection of pre-owned used cars, each personally selected for its outstanding value by owner Bill Haggerty. Stop in and say hello.
Remember, Haggerty Used Cars, because when you buy a used car from Haggerty Dodge Used Cars at 3300 West Irving Park Road, you'll...
Okay, fans, it's the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame Classics. Your host, here, Bob Luce. Hey, there's Red Bastien bouncing up and down. In the ring, it's the night of the two-ring battle royal. And we're in ring number 2, January the 18th, 1974. There you see Billy Robinson of England. And there's handsome Jimmy Valiant. Baron von Raschke, the Beast of Berlin. Hoy, baby, we got it. And there comes Big Chris Taylor. Right on, Chris, baby. Chris Taylor there talking. And there you get a good glimpse of the two rings that night at the amphitheater in Chicago, the night that ABC Wide World of Sports came into the Windy City to film this classic. That's right. ABC Wide World of Sports said, hey, we're going to take note of this. And it went out over national television. And here you are, fans, watching it now. We're going to zero in right on that ring right in front of you, where Big Chris Taylor is standing in the middle. There goes Big Chris moving in. We called off some of the names of some of the wrestlers that are in this battle royal. What a night to remember in Chicago. Chicago, brought to you by Haggerty Dodge. Hey, fans, next week, make it a point, write it down, put it on the calendar, get into Haggerty Dodge and get your deal of a lifetime. Get your deal of a lifetime. Get on in there. Say hello to Bill Haggerty. Whoa, there went Big Killer Kowalski. That's the Big K, I should say. Not Killer, but the Big K out of Minneapolis has gone over the top rope. I see Mad Dog Vachon there to the right of your screen. Now they're all bunched up here in the middle. They're trying to get Raschke out, but to no avail. Whoa, terrific punch in there by that young man with the red trunks. Hey, fans, let me tell you, look at everybody staying away from Big Chris Taylor. Woo! Hey, brother, this is where it's at. Action in Chicago, 1974 style. Hey, you missed it. You missed it if you weren't here. This is when everything was happening in the big town, the Chi-Town. That's right. You're seeing it right here, right on the Hall of Fame Classics. Fans, I can tell you where Bob Luce was. He was right down there at ringside. Whoa, did you see Rene Goulet? Goulet, the fighting Frenchman, just went up top on Big Chris Taylor, but to no avail. Big Chris just brushed him off like he was a fly. Let me tell you, Big Chris Taylor is something to behold. Now they've got him in the corner there. Baron von Raschke's locked up with Chris Taylor. I see Red Bastien, and hey, look at with the red tights on there, the full suit there. It's Ken Patera. Ken Patera. There you see a good shot of Patera, a young man at the time. He'd been a big sensation at the Olympics, and now he was a professional wrestler. And it was 1974. He'd been wrestling for a couple of years and showing all the good stuff that makes a champion. And here he is in the Battle Royal. $10,000 to the winner, fans. And let me tell you, we're going to stay with this action. It's coming up now to About 4 minutes in, and we're going to break because we want to show you the finish of this great one. So listen, fans, hold on to your seats, and we'll be right back.
Bob Luce here at Haggerty Dodge, 3300 West Irving Park, with the winner and still world's best-selling minivan, the Dodge Caravan. A success from the day it was introduced, combining all the best of a car, a wagon, and a van. The Caravan is a masterpiece of design and engineering. Sporty and versatile, Caravan and Grand Caravan answer the needs of a family on the move. Easy handling, available 7-passenger seating, low step-up height, cargo space to spare, easy to operate, sliding door, responsive performance of 4 or 6-cylinder engines, and optional heavy-duty towing package makes the Caravan the undisputed world champion of minivans. A true superstar with the highest owner satisfaction rating of any domestically manufactured minivan. Don't wait another day. Come to Haggerty Dodge today, 3300 West Irving Park Road, where the deal of a lifetime waits for you on the world's best-selling minivan, Dodge Caravan. And tell them Bob Luce sent you.
With a busy lifestyle like mine.
Okay, fans, we're joining the action. It's the 2-ring battle royal at the International Amphitheater on January the 14th, 1974. And there it is. That's the night of the 2-ring battle royal. And fans, they call America the land of plenty. This is the ring of plenty. That's right, because we got all the big ones in there. In 1974, the superstars of the day are in ring number 2, it looks like to me. We got the big guy, Chris Taylor, 6'5", 465 pounds. And we have Billy Robinson, the great British champion, who challenged Gagne in this same year for the AWA Championship of the World. We also have Red Bastien and Mad Dog Vachon. Look at him going over there, pounding it out with Red Bastien. Mad Dog up on the top rope there. And also we have Pretty Boy Bobby Heenan, who just went out of the ring there, and out comes Gomez after Heenan. And now, hey, the big guy, Chris Taylor, has a hold of Pretty Boy. And Pepper. No, it's not Pepper. Oh, pardon me, folks. That's Billy Robinson, laying him into Pretty Boy Bobby Heenan. Oh, hey, oh! And Robinson chasing Heenan out of the ring. He went over the top rope, and he is eliminated. Henry Van Loon, the referee of distinction. Also, Bill Finfer, the backup referee, says you're through, Robinson. And look at Red Bastien. Bastien has his 2 feet locked under that middle rope, and the dog couldn't get rid of him. And now in moves Chris Taylor. Right on. Hey, right on, Chris. Look at over here. Right here, close up. We have Valiant and Rashke. They're both working over Ken Patera. That's Ken Patera, the bronze medal winner in lifting at the Olympics. The great Ken Patera. And Ken Patera has only been in the business 2 years. Look at Mad Dog Vachon teetering on the brink. But he came back inside, and so Mad Dog is still in the fray. And Pretty Boy says, wait a minute, I'm going to get behind Mad Dog. Pretty Boy is outside the ring. Now, to be eliminated, you must go over that top rope. The middle rope, it doesn't count. You are not eliminated. You just saw Bastien go through the middle rope, and Bastien has not been eliminated. However, he's got a 20 count to get back inside the ring. Wait a minute, look over here. Bobby Heenan is up on the top rope. Bobby Heenan's out of it. Yay! Hey, Ben, Bobby Heenan just went over the top rope. And there goes Mad Dog Vachon over the top rope. And now it's getting down to the big 4. This is the big 4 now. Valiant, Rashke, Bastien, and Ken Patera. Who's your money on, fans? Come on, let's see. Come on, lay the bets out. Who's your money on? Whoa! And now it's only the Big Baron, Rashke, Ken Patera, and handsome Jimmy Valiant are pounding on Ken Patera. Ken Patera staying in there. Come on, Kenny, baby. We're at the amphitheater. It's a great one. We're in ring number 2. ABC Wide World of Sports is filming this, fans. And a national TV audience in prime times watching this great action here. Whoa, look at it. It's exciting here at the amphitheater. They're both going after Patera. Hey, Patera! He fed up right over the top rope, but there's your winner in Chicago. And away Ken Patera's your winner in Chicago.
Everybody is talking about rebates, discounts, cash back, and that's normal. Why not? It's all part of saving you, the buyer, more money when you buy a new Dodge. Just remember, when you deal with Hagerty Dodge, you're dealing with number one when it comes to a good deal, giving you every possible money-saving incentive available through Dodge rebates, cash back, or discount plans, and that's a promise. Hagerty Dodge holds nothing back when it comes to guaranteeing the absolute lowest price available on the Dodge of your choice. In times like these, when rebates, discounts, and cashback offers make a big difference, Dodge leads the car industry in buying incentives. Remember Hagerty Dodge, Chicagoland's volume dealer, selling more Dodges because they're giving the best deal. If you're price shopping, shop Hagerty first. We'll tell you up front about the latest money-saving rebates, discounts, and cash-back offers available to save you the most money. So come in now and save big bucks on your deal at Hagerty Dodge, 3300 West Irving Park, Chicagoland's volume Dodge dealer.
All right, fans, this is going to be a great one. We're in Chicago. It's June the 14th, 1974, and it's Chris Taylor versus Ray Thunder Stevens. There you see Heenan there, the manager of the team of Bockwinkel and Stevens, the AWA Tag Champions in 1974. And as you will recall, now they're introducing Heenan, of course, being the manager, and Taylor saying to the referee, Percy Franklin, "Wait a minute, Percy. Who needs this? I don't need Bobby Heenan in the ring. I just want to battle this guy Stevens." Now, fans, let's go back. Do you recall the match? Bockwinkel and Stevens versus Wahoo and this same Chris Taylor. And do you remember that Chris Taylor was set upon and with brass knucks or some object, and he was injured in the match? And he was outside the ring when the match was finally concluded. Wahoo tried to battle both Bockwinkel and Stevens, but he was not successful. And Stevens is determined to even go further with this. He said, "I'll take Taylor in a single match." Taylor said, "This is what I want. Revenge, revenge, sweet revenge." So here we have it, big Chris Taylor, the great Olympian. Chris Taylor, 6'5", 465 pounds in against Ray Thunder Stevens. Look at that. Look at the way he handles that guy. Chris Taylor, can you believe it? When he was at Iowa State University, 87 matches without a loss. Went on to the Olympics and almost took it all. That's right, he almost took it all. But unfortunately, he lost to Russia's veteran Alexander Medved, a true legend in Russia in amateur wrestling. Medved, the great Russian heavyweight in the Olympics. Many thought that he was absolutely unbeatable, but Taylor almost took him, and Taylor got the bronze. Let me tell you, Taylor came into wrestling. First match was December 9th, 1973, so this is almost a year and a half later. We're in Chicago, and no, it's not. It's 1974. It's 6 months. Sorry about that. My math was off a little bit. It's about 6 months into his career, and here he is in Chicago. A sellout crowd on hand to see the great Olympian, the bronze medal winner Stevens, go against, that is, Chris Taylor go against the great Ray Stevens, one half of the tag team champions of the world. And now Stevens going to match straight with him. Ray, baby, this ain't where it's at. Let me tell you, it ain't where it's at with the big guy. Look at the size of that guy, Chris Taylor. Can you believe that? Woohoo! Let me tell you, this guy was big. Well, I tell you, when he came into business, they gave him a $450,000 bonus. They said that's $1 for every pound. Or I should say, $1,000 for every pound, right? And Chris Taylor said, "Wait a minute. What if I weighed 500? They said, "Listen, pal, you got to go the other way. You got to take it off, not put it on." And Taylor went down to 435 pounds. That's right. He lost 15 pounds. Big deal? Well, for him, it was a big deal. Said he was a little more agile. He could move a little faster with some of these big heavyweights in the wrestling game. But let me tell you, Stevens is a big guy. But he looks like a dwarf alongside this guy, Chris Taylor. And now Percy Franklin's counting there. 1, 2. He's telling Stevens, wait, let's keep it up here. Let's have a wrestling match. Stevens gouging in there. Stevens using all those tricks that he's learned over the years. And let me tell you, unfortunately, Chris Taylor doesn't know all the tricks. All he knows is just good, solid wrestling. It's not going to hold you up too well in this match, let me tell you. You got to watch yourself against Ray Thunder Stevens. And now he's got him in the bear hug. And Stevens is really getting punished here in Chicago. Percy Franklin says, come on, you give. Oh, no, no. He says, no, I don't give. Wait. Punched him in the eye. Put the finger in the eye, and Taylor had to give up the hold. Oh, this guy is really clever. 5'11" tall, 236 pounds. He's raised in Atlanta, Georgia. That's Ray Thunder Stevens. He's a football star. He pursued amateur wrestling, discovered in Atlanta by promoter Paul Jones in 1956. So, hey, listen, he'd had 18 years in the business when this film was taken in 1974. He should know all the tricks. He was a big card in New York City. Then he went to the West Coast and became a super great. That's right. On the West Coast, sellouts were the rule. San Francisco really went for this guy in a big way. Promoter Roy Shire out there promoted him through some great matches. At the Cow Palace. And here we see him in Chicago against the great one. At the time, 1974, all the newspaper guys were writing about Big Chris Taylor. Big Chris Taylor. Hey, a bonanza. They hoped the big guy would boom pro wrestling, and he went from coast to coast. Everybody loved Chris Taylor. 1974, he was really something. Let me tell you now, he broke into business, as I said, as a professional on December 10th, 1973 against Rene Goulet. And that was a tough one. And here we are in Chicago for the big one against Ray Thunder Stevens. Now Stevens coming off the ropes. Hey! And it's the immovable object. Not only was this big guy really, look at this. Hey, he doesn't know what to do with. He doesn't know what to do with Taylor. Whoa! Look at this. Taylor's got him up, boy. Taylor's got him up like he's just a little flea. And there comes the El Squasho. 2, 3, and is that it, baby? There's a 3 count if I could ever see one. It's a 3 count, and he squashed him right there in middle ring. The big guy, Chris Taylor, shows where it's at in Chicago. He squashed Ray Thunder Stevens, one half of the AWA Tag Team title group. And let me tell you, he's a tough one. Congratulations.
For the best buy on a like new used car or truck, buy from the #1 Dodge dealer, Haggerty Dodge, 3300 West Irving Park, now offering super buys on low mileage, mint condition, pre-owned, late model used cars, priced to fit your budget. Go with the winner, Haggerty Dodge, 3300 West Irving Park, the world's #1 Dodge dealer, #1 because they give the best deals. Hundreds of cars to choose from. Now, let's talk about trucks, because Haggerty Dodge is the king of the road when it comes to Dodge trucks, fitting America's road warriors, the rugged Dakota long on versatility, the reliable Dodge Ram pickup, Dodge Caravan CV, Ram van, Ram Charger, Ram wagon, and the full line of commercial and import trucks. Dodge, the world leader in tough trucks, like Dick the Bruiser, legends in their own time. Trust Haggerty Dodge, 3300 West Irving Park, #1, because they always give the best deal. A step ahead of the competition. Go to Haggerty.
Haggerty Dodge.
Okay, fans, and there they are. Ernie the Big Cat Lad, Bobby Heenan, and handsome Jimmy Valiant, and there's Dick the Bruiser in Chicago. Pro wrestling at its greatest and most exciting, and the year, it's the fall of 1973. Look at there he is, Dick the Bruiser. It's Bruiser against Ladd, and watch him for it. Heenan gets KO'd by Vinegar, and right at the top of the match. It happened, so keep your eyes peeled. Now the deal is, you see in the background there, Henry Van Loon holding the handcuffs. The deal was that Heenan had agreed to be handcuffed to Sam Menaker, the great super announcer. World famous Sam Menaker standing in the corner there on your right. See Sam there, very docile, standing very calm and cool. Let me tell you, Sam was a great wrestler in the Depression era, super heavyweight. Had some great matches. Hey, sold out all over America, and then became a great sportscaster. So Sam knows where it's at when it comes to wrestling. And Heenan says, look, I'll be handcuffed to Menaker. Menaker can keep track of me during this match because this is the revenge match. They'd had two already, Bruiser and Ladd, and nothing had been settled. The two great NFL superstars were battling it out here in Chicago. There goes Heenan. He's attacking Sam. Look for it, fans. Watch the right. They come and bend with it. Bam! And down goes pretty boy Bobby Heenan. Sam Menaker rearing back there, and Heenan's... Look at that, wall-to-wall people at the amphitheater. It's a carpet of fans. It's a carpet. That's right, a carpet of people. Oh, I used to say that all the time. I walk out in that balcony and look down, and it was a carpet of people. That's right. As far as the eye could see, nobody moved. Nobody moved because you couldn't hardly move. And now Heenan being dragged off to the corner. And now the Andy Frayne security boys are coming up. And they're going to take Heenan to the dressing room because he's out cold. So that's the end of Pretty Boy for this match. Whoa, fans, it looks rough and tough. And here's the big cat, 6'9", 315 pounds. Big cat Ernie Ladd. Let me tell you, a super all-star AFL starting tackle with the Kansas City Chiefs when they won the Super Bowl, and he went into wrestling, and he was a nemesis of the First Order for Dick the Bruiser. Bruiser, a former offensive captain for the Green Bay Packers. And Bruiser said when Ladd came into business, let me at him, I'm gonna kill him. And here they are in Chicago. And it's in the fall of 1973, and we're at ringside. Oh, there goes the big cat. Almost went over 6'9", almost went over backwards. Let me tell you, you gotta have a tough neck for that in pro wrestling. Dick the Bruiser. Hey, look at the fans there. Everybody waiting for it to happen. It's going to happen. 6'1", 265 pounds. When he played with the Packers, he weighed over 350 pounds. Can you believe it? Hey, man, all muscle. He really kept on them weights, man. He was a super wild guy when he played pro ball. That's right. Throwing out a few Big Ten schools. Finally ended up in Reno, Nevada. Hey, he was a bodyguard to Harold, the guy that owned Harold's Club in Reno. Look at that. When I used to go out with Harold, he'd say, I used to have 5 fights every night. Look at that. Powering in a punch to Big Ernie the Cat Ladd. 6'5", Big Ernie the Cat Ladd. Hey, 315-pound Bruiser's punching him out. Ladd won't go down here in Chicago. Bruiser's punching him out. He won't go down. Whoa, Ladd stayed. Oh, Ladd went over backwards. Woo! Hey, fans, did you ever see that? And the Andy Frayne security forces are moving in because Ernie the Big Cat almost got the first row with his big feet. And let me tell you, he wears size 20. So if he hits you with the size 20s, you ain't waking up right away. And look at here, baby. Hey, Bruiser powering on. Hey, it's a no disqualification match in Chicago. And there's the cameraman. Look at that. The photographers. They're all working this night in Chicago at the amphitheater because these were the days they used to write about us in the sports pages. They don't do that anymore. They don't write about wrestling in the sports pages. But this was the era when they did. It was 1973, and they always were writing about wrestling, taking pictures, and there's Big Cat Ladd bleeding. He's all looking bleeding. His shoulders are full of blood. His arms full of blood. It's a blood night. It's a bloodbath in Chicago. And the fans, what are you supposed to do? And they're chanting, we want blood. We want blood. And look at them all around the ring. They're going to get splattered before this is over. Now the doctor's moving up. He wants to check him. The doctor wants to check his face. But Lad says, hey, when you're in the trenches in the AFL and the NFL, you keep on going, brother. Hey, I don't want no help, no first aid. Here, now they're outside the ring in Chicago. Look at that. The frame men are making a chain, a human chain there to keep the fans away from the action. Hey, they didn't have anything there by the ring like you do today, where you had to battle on pads. Today you battle on pads when you go out of the ring. In those days you battle on cement. Hey, they were chicken today. In those days they had guts. Hey, they said, hey, don't put pads there. I want to pound his head into the cement. I want him to feel it when I pound his head. And there they're going at it. There, Lad, look at the people. Look at the fans. Look at fans. Lad's bleeding. Lad's been punished. Dick the Bruiser, the referees separate them. Fans, I don't believe it. Look at that. Wall-to-wall people. A carpet of human beings at the amphitheater. And it's all wildness. And it's all brought to you by Haggerty Dodge. And Lad's having his hand raised. But I don't want no part of this. I don't know where Dick the Bruiser is. But it don't look to me like Lad has won this match. Hey, Bill Haggerty's watching this from his beautiful loft apartment, and I know if you're up there, Bill Haggerty, you're saying, continue this match. I want to see more blood. Bill Haggerty, don't worry, baby. We're going to give you your money's worth. Bill Haggerty, get in there this week and buy a Dodge, because that's what the Bruiser drives, a Dodge. And that's what Ernie Ladd drives, a Dodge, because they know Dodges last, and Dodges go fast. Now Bruiser wants more of Ladd, and the referee's trying to stop him. And let me tell you, the referee is a policeman, off-duty policeman. And let me tell you, he's tough and rough, but he can't even keep control here in Chicago. It's the fall of 1973, and I can't believe what I just saw. One of the great classics of all time. In the fall of 1973, Bruiser versus Ladd. Hey, when Heenan got knocked out, I knew things were going to happen. I knew we had trouble in the Windy City. Now Bruiser's back up on the carpet there. Bruiser wants more action. Bruiser says, let me in at him. Let me at him. And there, Ladd's powering a punch. And another one. And now Bruiser comes back. And he gave Ladd and Ladd's down. Look at the blood on the ring, fans. Do you pick it up? Pick up the blood. The blood on the ring. The stains. It's all over. Whoa, it's all over in Chicago. Bruiser's now he wants to fight the fans. Come on up and get me. And the fans are saying, hey, it's the Roman car. Look at them. They're all saluting Bruiser. And this is Chicago wrestling, baby. That's all we have time for this week. Remember, Haggerty Dodge for the deal of a lifetime every time. The Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame is a trademark of Waylie Incorporated. I'm Bob Luce. So long until next time.
The Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame Classics are sponsored by Haggerty Dodge, 3300 West Irving Park Road in Chicago. So long until next time.
Ever have one of those days?